Hi Pisces, welcome to or back to my channel. These are going to be some timeless messages for Pisces, Pisces placements, or if you have Pisces in your chart. Okay, so please keep in mind that not all my messages will be for everyone. So please take what resonates. Do leave the rest for another. Please don't try to make things fit. This is going to be a peaceful tarot reading. If you don't resonate with that, bless you, honey. If you don't resonate with that, then this message might not be for you. All right. I do appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments, shares are greatly appreciated, like I said. All right. Let's see what's happening here for Pisces. I had an unexpected change in my schedule today, so cool. I have an unexpected reading occurring here then for you, Pisces. This is for sun, moon, sun, moon. Okay, I can't even think. I'm going to go on. Wow, it's going to be weird. I feel it. All right, the 11th house. Freedom, association, circle of friends. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or something could have occurred in the past who had Aquarius energy. It could be an older energy. Okay. And it could be a part of your family or what makes you feel secure at this time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just see what wants to come out for Pisces. Since this is so unexpected, the message might be unexpected. Okay, my phone is at an angle in which I cannot see um, the comments. You got so many jumpy cards there. All right. Oh, Margaritaville song could be significant. Who is that? That guy. Okay. Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or this is about Taurus energy. You're being asked to be practical. Okay. Here you are, Pisces. Wow. There's lots of results taking place at this time. Practical results when you trust your psychic knowledge of what is happening in your own life. Let's see. We're kind of that. I'm going to have to close my blinds a little, I think, because I'm getting too much glare. And I don't know if you are or not, but I am. All right. Your actions. All right. Results, indecisions, your actions, who you are. First house, Aquarius again. Okay. Aquarius is being highlighted here. Age of Aquarius. It's like you're being very productive, and then there's energy around you that is completely indecisive because they are the opposite. Does that make sense? Yeah, you're in the North Node energy. What's happening here? And there's a mystery. Somebody doing something for personal power. There's a major change and a major shift to whomever is indecisive about what is occurring. And this being a general reading, it's going to be different for everyone. Okay, you could be dealing with a Virgo and a Taurus, stirring up the situation with Uranus. You're inventing a way here because something has been such indecisiveness. There's not been a productivity, so you've been needing to invent a way here, or somebody's trying to invent a way. I don't know. Okay, for you Pisces. Trying to invent a way and get an idea going with the third house. Second house is Taurus. What is that, Gemini? Ah, there you go. Decisions, ideas and questions and decisions. Something wasn't practical here. There's a day-to-day reality. There's been too many reactions. So now is the time to do something else. Your destiny is here. It's like it's whatever you're deciding today with that Libra energy is going to be part of your destiny later, if that makes sense. So what is happening here? What are the messages for Pisces? Saturn limits. Yeah. Okay, there's been limits. You are being asked to invent a way to exceed these limits because there's an idea in question that has exceeded some kind of limits. It's like somebody can't even believe something. Something can't be possible or something. All right, here you are. Hidden tendencies. There's a large institution with hidden tendencies, creating limits. When you start to get your ideas going, that's Leo energy, creativeness. So it's like your creative abilities start gaining momentum, and then this energy notices and wants to impose limits on your progress, productivity, progress. Wow. There's something happening on a day to day that is like outshining, something is outshining something else, not in an on purpose kind of way. What is that about? For Pisces? Communicate, Gemini, analyze. Somebody's communicating cautions and limits. This is the communication, cautions and limits imposed when you try to get your ideas going. So this is like a challenge for you to overcome. All right, Aquarius again, decisions, cooperation, showing fairness to yourself. So when you show fairness to yourself, they're actually showing fairness to others. Pisces, what's happening here? All right, resources to maintain with Taurus, magician, lovers. Lovers is choice. This is either making a very clear choice. There could be something also two-faced around this. Somebody pretending to make a choice but didn't make a choice. King of Wands could be involved. King of Wands could be all about the resources. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Here I have the Ace of Wands. Let's see. And the Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius. Reckless decisions here. Not practical. This is what's... Okay, so what is not practical is being highlighted. So it's like you can adjust something to adjust. Knight of Swords, something coming in quick, that communication over here. So it's like coming in quick here, and it's going to help you see the limits over here. But first, the communication. High Priestess. Communication could be intuitive, and it could also be then after you get intuitive knowledge. Intuitive knowledge with Pisces here, however that might be in a general reading, then it will be confirmed in the physical with this message from a Knight of Swords, and it will be confirmed quickly. Okay, whatever that is in question in your mind there. Okay. All right. Happening. So what is this message coming in so quickly to confirm in the physical what you have been feeling? Interesting. Oh. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, going against the flow. I don't think I need to hold that up to the camera. You can see that, right? Right here. All right. Okay, going against the flow. This is actually going against, okay, could be hypocritical, going against what one says one believes, but when you go against what you believe, then it's not real. Then it's like hypocritical. Yeah, there was a plan or an idea that was not coming from a highest perspective in spirituality, should I say. Some kind of plan also, and this going against the flow stirred up a situation in such a way that it's like somebody can't finish what they started. I want to say Knight of Cups in reverse, can't finish what they started. Why? World in reverse, can't finish what they started. Queen of Swords in reverse, it's like maybe you've been waiting for something to finish that has been started. Wow, and it's not happening. So you could be moving on. Ace of Wands. stirring up the situation. So there's an energy here of a spark. Somebody has a spark that was lit. Ten of Swords, your ideas have been rejected, but they've only been rejected. You put it because they're so like good. Okay. Seven of Swords, hidden influence, deception about this communication or some kind of maturity. The limits, also the limits that were imposed are deceptive limits. They're not even real limits. They're just limits of a projection, I want to say, with her about an emperor. Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Queen of Swords in reverse. Some kind of boundaries that were caution regarding boundaries. Tower, Aries energy. That led to a tower where someone was cautioned about someone's boundaries. So yeah, here we go. Good. There's news coming in. That's that news. Wow. Not only news, it's undesirable news. And I want to say undesirable news, and Nine of Swords is here. All right. There's some kind of worry with this communication because this news coming in is this Hierophant in reverse who's hiding their motives or hiding the intention is going to get news that their own limits are going to be in love, are going to be imposed upon themselves. When you try to impose your own limits on someone and they don't agree to those limits, then you're kind of bound to living up to your own limits that you impose. This is a lesson from Saturn with an institution, getting some news that deception or a lie about some kind of fake love or offer did not work. And now they're worried, disappointed. You're standing your ground and independent. Okay. You took the blindfold off. You saw what was connected. Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this was a group effort or a group collaboration that found themselves not able to proceed and close to negotiation. And that's what's rushing in. You don't see a practical plan coming out of this. You could be drifting apart, like oil and water, separate lives drift apart. Something about oil painting possibly, or oil and water do not mix. Getting it together, it's all lined up for you. That is the message. Open to suggestions, front, center, and ready. These are the resources. So what's up with that? Your ideas are rejected, not satisfied with results. Did I not say there was a lot of results taking place over here at the beginning of the reading? Not satisfied with the results. So keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Don't risk it all on this. It's a losing proposition. All right, there was an energy here that is feeling run down, tired, and too much. Whoops. Something felt right, felt like a good idea, but it was about trusting your psychic knowledge of it. On the other side is being led astray. So there was an energy to come in and lead astray with some kind of ideas or visions that they, okay. Not satisfied with results. Good idea. Align with your values. All right. You're going with what you're seeing. If you see that what's going against the flow, if you trusted your psychic knowledge, you know what is a good idea and what feels wrong. This has been going in a different direction. Again, with the rejected, not satisfied with the results. 3 times now. I'm not sure about that good idea. Somebody, okay, I was wondering. Look at that, same card. Your ideas are rejected. It just kind of flipped out of my hand to show it. It's like you have a trustworthy connection. Some kind of ideas keep getting rejected over and over again. There's ideas that are aligned with your values, and there's ideas that are not. It's up to you to trust your inner knowing. You have and making a final effort because you have been open. You're open. You're hoping for a trustworthy connection here. Brilliant idea, a good idea to a brilliant idea, and then making a final effort, falling away and withering. Somebody really thought something was going to wither away, but just because it didn't work doesn't mean you stop. Something like that. What if that wanted to flip? Taking a flight, uplifting and at peace with your decisions. The idea in question is a decision you made. Somebody's questioning your decisions. That's what I'm getting. Oh, okay, because you're at peace with it. So your idea is being questioned because you cut the cord. You can't fake it now. All that glitters isn't gold. Somebody thought they'd profit here, but the results are the ideas are being rejected. The energy's not gaining support or momentum. All right. It's going swimmingly off the hook and in the flow because you're getting the real scoop. So the real story is coming out here. What's that about? Learn from your experience. Old ways no longer work. That's what this news is all about, that the old ways and the new ways and the old new ways no longer work. You have something easy you can do here. You have oh, whatever uplifts your spirits, somebody wants to put limits on, okay? You have a golden opportunity and profit and a valuable experience. Two words of experience over here. Somebody's learning from experiences, and maybe not everybody is. All right. There's an energy that's united, okay? Watching you go in the flow, in a veil of illusion, and you're drifting apart from. All right. And then this energy can't fake it because all that glitters is not gold. Again, for that. Okay, Pisces, what's happening? Okay, this involves the Three of Cups in reverse. I felt that. Okay. Thought you were open to suggestions, or they're open to suggestions. So some news came in, rushing in quickly about a Three of Cups in reverse. Hermit. Okay, could be involving a Virgo. This is about you being your own guru. You're not listening to outside information that is not happy. Sun in reverse. You're very optimistic. You're able to see the good here. There's energy. I mean, willing to walk away, unhappy with the result. With the result, you could be steady. Wow, and the result is wow, not a victory. Okay, Ace of Swords in reverse. The result is not a victory. Is that showing up? I hope so. Okay, let's put that right there. So it does. All right. Hangman there. To see a higher perspective. Whatever was going against the flow is not having a victory. Okay? Whatever thought was a good idea to stand their ground for periods of time with a plan of ships not coming in, that's a sign tied to something. King of Wands in reverse. Fire sign energy, unhappy with results. Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing. You could have a very good idea if this is your energy or this was projected upon someone who is not chasing but attracting. There's somebody trying to avoid a tower, devil in reverse. Trying to avoid a tower, could be Virgo. We got lovers. Well, having to do with love or soulmate energy. Pisces, let's see. I'm going to. Adventure awaits. Go find it, Pisces. Not slick card. I'm going to cover up the lovers with. All right, there's not a victory here. You stirred up the situation instead. An adventure awaits with a Ten of Pentacles. To go, I want to say to go along, right along with it. All right, there's also some kind of choices somebody made here that is falling away and withering, and that would be the Ten of Pentacles. So they're resources are being drained. You have new love, and somebody's not having a new beginning. Three of Pentacles in reverse. You cut it short. You're at peace with your decisions, with whatever you cut off. You're ready for new adventures. You have an idea that others have been questioning, or they'd like to. Devil in reverse, or they'd like to. Page of Swords in reverse, to know the information. But hey, man, you're not saying too much. You're just kind of being enlightened on the situation. This plan was a bad plan. It was a bad plan. Wow, you went towards something you wanted. He's disappointed. Again with a fire sign. Okay, what is this now? Learn from your experience. Wow. Old ways no longer work, nor are they protected. All right. Not maturity to bring about. This communication isn't protected. It's coming back. It's a Page of Wands in reverse. Undesirable news that someone has been giving to a codependent issue without their knowledge, possibly. Moon, without their knowledge. There's some kind of hidden intention here. Devil in reverse. It's coming to light. It's not going to be hidden for long. Somebody was dependent on someone else's limits. So as long as you were limited, then they look good or something. Queen of Swords in reverse, trying to win it all across. But that was a backfire in some type of way. Pisces, you have an epiphany. Wow. So I have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and I have it upright. This is the sword in the stone. King Arthur, Excalibur, sword. Okay, it's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way with lapis lazuli, answered prayers, victory. Even though so it's like a hidden victory. The victory just it hasn't shown up in the physical yet. Yeah, that's happening. Answered prayers again. I can't believe that sometimes. Answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Self-confidence through God confidence. You have Unified, you have Tiger Eye. You have balancing masculine and feminine energies. It required self-confidence. Believing yourself by God, believing yourself by believing in God working through you. You could be very unconventional with multivite, clearing negativity as well, balancing the situation through releasing negativity from within and around you, because you are unconventional. Let yourself feel all of your emotions are in reverse with clear quartz. Stress reductions. This was an emotional stress issue. It was like ultimately never ending or something. Self-confidence, God confidence, healthy communication and relationship. That's what this Three of Pentacles would have liked. Purification and detoxification in reverse. Okay. So if you're purifying and detoxifying, it's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Okay, these are the right connections. The right connections are going to come in when you release and purify the ones that no longer belong in your energy, and that is the truth. Who or what is around you does matter. We started off with associations and circle of friends, didn't we? With Aquarius. So please join in. Yeah, we started off with groups. Yeah, groups and celebrations. Okay, so celebrating overly immature. I don't know. Something's going on like that. Truth. Emerald City, Wizard of Oz energy with these groups that are codependent on you giving to them. And a spiritual or religious community confirms that. I hope this was helpful. We'll start to close it out here. Let's see what else here. Pisces, accept struggles as lessons, because you have like victory that is like undeniable yet unnoticeable. Does that make sense? It's like can't pinpoint it. Okay. This came from on the outside. It looks like this answered prayer support. What is that? What is this answered prayer support? Arrow, learn from your mistakes. Kindness counts. Huh? Okay. Energy being projected because you learn from your mistakes. So this is, brother. Let's see. You learn from your mistakes, your emotions, unkind, like attracts like. You're not attracting this energy of unkindness because of due to some kind of perceived mistake and lesson or struggle. Or this is about someone struggling or no longer struggling because they have unanswered prayer. And it's bothered. You're unbothered. Kindness counts and calm is not a weakness in reverse with these emotions. Be yourself. Okay. You're very calm, and when you are yourself, it kind of irritates. So it's like unhealed energy can pretty much find any reason to be irritated. Okay. Journey within in reverse. Yeah. The joy and all you do is in reverse. Right. It can find pretty much any reason to be irritated. Your beliefs are right for you about the situation and the Three of Pentacles. There is some kind of expectation attached, and it had to do with an illusion and who or what is around you. Understand your body. Okay, there's some kind of comparisons going on here with that Virgo energy that kept coming up. Take responsibility for your actions in reverse. This energy is not willing to take responsibility for your actions, your actions. Somebody wants you to take responsibility for their actions, not you take yeah, whatever. However that came out, that was so weird. Somebody wants you to take on their karma with Saturn, but you're in the attitude of gratitude. You're meeting new connections and ceremony and celebrating your own way. These expectations about expressing your feelings. Somebody wants to like hear you say something. But it's like it's not required. Wow, I left this over here on the table and it's follow the golden rule in reverse. Didn't I say something about hypocritical earlier? Follow it. So not considering others, not treating others the way you would want to be treated, because when the energy returns, then it's like some kind of surprise, and it's it's really not. Okay, so here we go. Choose wisely here. There was some kind of answered prayer. Choose wisely. Things could be hidden. There is a divine flow. Time to make miracles. Small steps. Learn from your mistakes. Small steps. This is pretty cool here, Pisces. Small steps towards progress. So, wow, there's an energy in a desert of isolation, or that's where you were, or that was being projected towards you. But you're making miracles walking unscathed. So a trap was laid for you that you walked right out of, because you're not in the frequency to play around with it. You're seeking clarity instead, which has this energy nervous here. Getting better. You're getting better. The small steps of clarity and getting better. Answers then unfold. Unlock your heart. There's roots of success. You could be making plans. Inner vision. You have an inner vision. Pisces, quiet moments, clear mind, fast progress can take place. Happiness is simple. Be here now. Now is the time, but the only time is now. Okay, so the clarity is about honesty, honest clarity. Getting better is about improvements, one step at a time. Small steps could be like, the 12-step program or 12 steps. I learned something about what Carl Jung had shared some information with a psychology patient of his, and then the patient started the 12 step. So Carl Jung was kind of the influence behind that. So it's about embracing potential, steady as you go. Again, happiness is simple. I want to take a look at your love life real quick here. Finances and career. Okay, there was some kind of mistake possibly with finances and career, or somebody perceived one, but it was all about control. So it wasn't a mistake. It was not something to keep going. And trying to control something that's not meant to keep going could look like something else. Okay, children are not a factor. All right, it's kind of perceived mistakes. This is like a narrative attached to some kind of effective trying effective, or there could be recovery with children, or freeing yourself, reconciliation, definitely an X, or reconciling in small steps, but somebody's not taking accountability for their expectations that were not aligned with the highest good. You're not expressing your love over there. Let your friends help you. Your friends, seek clarity around your friend group. It's been very indecisive around your friend group here. Okay, it's been unkind or indecisive. Something has been more of a control issue. This reconciliation, you're recovering here from this codependent reconciliatory energy. Whatever you have placed boundaries upon could be challenging those boundaries at this time. You don't have chemistry with it. It's here to block what is soulmate in reverse. Answers unfold about a soulmate in reverse who wants reconciliation. Somebody's closed-minded, not expressing love, and while you're busy freeing yourself with your inner vision here, the soulmate, calling in your soulmate in reverse. You've been dealing with energy that didn't follow the golden rule, so therefore, this isn't what you want as far as what you've been. So instead of communicating what you don't want here, it's time to communicate what you do want to the universe. Okay, maybe the scales of balance of you communicating to the universe what you do want. One's overriding the other, and it might be the less desirable one that you're putting more energy into. Take a look at that. All right, so we got a honeymoon possibly in the future. I think I got these. I didn't get these. Did I even get these? I don't think I did. Let's see what happens here for you. I think I did. But you know what? Maybe I picked these up just to see this card that's still stuck in here. I accidentally put in here. Veil of illusion. All right. There's been some kind of veil of illusion placed about your soulmate. They're calling an energy that doesn't consider others around them, even in their communications, and their limits that they impose are immature. You have access and opening doors, and I did pull these cards. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna get a couple of. I'm gonna get a couple of dice for you and see what kind of initials want to come out. All right. Yeah. CHI, Chia. Huh. There's Chia here. Is that spelled Chia? CHIA? H is significant. HH. CIA. HH. Huh. What else is here? Hi. Ha. Chow. What? How do you spell chow? AO? AI? I don't know. Chi energies here. CHI. Chi energy. All right. There is AI. All right. Okay. There's ha. So HAHIC. could be significant. Okay, those letters, for whatever reason, I have Hawaii here, aloha, or malaho, mahalo. I don't even know. Mahalo. Well, I don't even know what I said first, but it was wrong. That's okay. I kind of like the cha cha, cha cha. That's a dance, okay. IH, or IA, Iowa. Okay. All right. I hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot, Pisces. See you next time.